Hey guys, so my phone died.
Right.
Again. My phone's always dying. But
we didn't want to just leave y'all like we did the last time when the phone died. We just kind of like was like, all right. So next time we'll just see them next time.
But so before we left off, we were talking about you were saying for everyone so
right. We were saying we were going to try to possibly do this maybe once or twice a month, week, whatever.
So then we'll be like leaving open form for you guys. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about, or like just like give us topics or suggestions what you want to hear.
Yeah, what would you be interested to hear? Yeah, so you could comment, or if y'all want to comment and give us suggestions, then maybe get our DM us or message
DM us, DM.
See, I'm
Instagram, Twitter.
Something like that.
So you can message us and let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
We'll do that.
So yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, so that was basically it, right?
Yeah, so we could find out. We could do that.
Yeah.
And how often? So we don't want to do be boring.
Yeah, so we want it to be intriguing to you guys since you're listening and watching us. So yeah, so just let us know whatever you have, your thoughts.
What would be interesting to hear?
Yeah.
About the thing.
Serious,
fun, or what?
We're all about everything.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Yeah. So we definitely need to So if you missed our video, if you're just not tuning in, go watch our first video. It was very good. And
you are the reporter. You are the radio host, girl. So I want you to just, you're supposed to do all the talk. I'm the shy one.
I don't get it. Because where did I get it from if you're the shy one?
Well, I don't know. Got it from me, probably, but I don't want to be... I want to be shy right now.
Okay.
Can I be shy?
I mean, no.
Because tomorrow you have to do your show. So get yourself, you don't ever have to get amped up for that. So we're going to make this, I guess it's got to be, I guess we got to make this interesting for you too. Because I could do this all day. I'm good. Talking to you, just, we're always talking about this kind of stuff, talking about, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trippy.
Trigger, don't come on. Don't come on here taking Deja's side. But, so.
But yeah, so, I don't know, so we'll be back on here.
Right. Yeah.
And we'll be looking forward to you guys giving us some topics to talk about.
Great topic.
The man says he loves a woman, and he can't give her what she requires emotionally, so should he remove himself from the equation or just stick it out?
Read it, say that out loud. We're going to answer that question.
All right. If a man says he loves a woman, and he can't give her what she requires emotionally, should he remove himself from this equation?
From the equation,
or should he stick it out?
The question is, how do you know that you can't? How about the guy know that he can't provide it? I guess that would be the biggest question. How does he know that?
Remove himself.
But how does he know though? We need to know how he knows that he can't give her what she requires.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like people cap themselves and what they think about themselves.
Absolutely.
So you're just capped at that.
Absolutely. And then also, if she didn't really express these things to him specifically, then maybe his interpretation could be different. Because you know how I feel about the communication differences.
What? Mars versus what?
Yeah. Men and women, we communicate different. So maybe, that's the question with that. You want to find out if he, that's the question. How does he know? If she specifically told him what she required and he knows he's not capable, he would have to remove himself.
And is he trying to be capable of these things?
Right.
I think, because like I said, I tweeted one tweet and was just like, no, I tweeted one tweet and I just said how, I said guys run from the good girls. They don't want the girls that'll be good for them.
Right.
And some guy was like, yeah, because the good girl is too much responsibility. So it's just like, people don't want to work to their full capability of what they can do.
Right. So, because how does he know? Because at the end of the day, it could be a lot for him. Why does he think he can't give it to her? What is his? How does he know he can't? What's the limitation? So that's the answer to find out. Did she actually express these things to him and he can't do it, or is he just going on assumption?
But then, because I just have a question about that, because I feel like, okay, so I'm definitely like, okay, or if you're not trying, then you can't say that you're not giving what you can. But then it's like, if people are not meant to be, then they're just not meant to be. But I feel like learning from the situation, okay, fine, you guys realize that you're not meant to be, but you have to try, because what if like you're missing the person that you are meant to be with, but you're not even trying to be what you're supposed to be.
Right.
That's like not working up to your full potential.
Absolutely.
I think that's why it's always important to like make sure you know yourself before you're in a relationship.
That's it. Come here.
Oh, thanks,
give me
Mom.
this. I'm just so proud. That's right. Because if you don't know yourself, or you're not able to connect with learning yourself, then you're not going to be able to learn nothing. Yeah. Nobody else. So
women are usually very vocal about what they want. Will say she told him what she wanted, and his goals and expectations are not in line with her.
Oh, that's a whole nother. No, that's
a big no-no.
Yeah, that's a no. Got to remove yourself of your goals, and if it's not in alignment with hers, then it's not going to ever work.
It's not going to ever click. You guys are out of
sync. He has to remove himself, because somebody's going to end up getting pushed away from, what they're trying to do with their life. Somebody's going to be out. It's going to be
out of sync for them.
Unequally yoked.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's not going to work. Yeah. Gotta go. Because stick around for what? That means somebody's going to have to, and if there's a question, it would be
for either one of you guys.
Yeah.
Because then you also need somebody who will support you in what you're trying to do.
Yeah. And then not to mention, if he's interested in, it wouldn't even be a question. Yeah. If the interest was there.
That's so true.
It wouldn't even be like, should I stay or go? The
you're just going to try to work out what you know.
Yeah.
Because if you know if you're like really like living up to what you're supposed to be. Like, you know if you're like really like
trying to actually
that. I know plenty of times where I know I'm not trying, so you do have to really just try.
Yeah.
So if you're just saying no, then you just can't do so.
It's all about being the level of interest there, because you'll actually work towards some things if you're really interested in it. But if you're not going to do it. Eventually there'll be, yep.
Then there's always a subconscious thing. So even if you're not, subconsciously.
Yeah. She asking a lot. Yep, that's what we were saying too. Nate is like, yeah, those things that's big. And it's like, I think that's big. It would be big if the guy to actually remove himself too.
What if he really loves her and they were together before, separated, and got back together? You can love someone and not be with them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, but it's and see, that's where the compromise comes in, because then it's like, well, we got to stick it out. We're going to try and make it happen because we really love each other, but then that change will come. Like you'd be willing to change, or willing to at least try to compromise on some specific level. But if he says that he can't provide what she requires, then you have to go. This is your life on the line. It's just like you'll have your goals and your dreams and things that you want to work towards. If they're not in alignment, that means you'll have to end up settling.
Oh God,
no. Yeah, you don't have to end up settling. You don't want to settle and change your whole path, what you're supposed to do with your life around, because either way it's still not going to work, because that relationship wasn't meant.
It's not meant. And then you'll just be back at square one with everything all over again. It's like it's progress. Don't do that.
Somebody will definitely be disappointed.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Don't let history
cause you into a painful destiny.
Yep, that's it. That's exactly what it is.
Then why can't he match her intensity? Does he love her, or is he just comfortable with her?
Well, yeah,
but a lot of people be comfortable.
A lot of people definitely get comfortable.
It's like starting over with somebody new. So like, they'll just deal with anything.
But he set their expectations, and his expectations don't line up with her, and in alignment with things they're trying to do in their life. You can't ever compromise your life and things they're trying to do for.
Don't ever settle.
Compromise that, because at the end of the day, you have to live.
What is the worst thing a man can do to turn a woman off?
Lie. Well, the worst thing a man can do to turn a woman off, I feel like, oh gosh, the word. There's tons of things, but if we're gonna just
keep it basic. Give top 3.
The top 3 things: inconsistent and lies. What else?
Inconsistent lies. Definitely inconsistent. Don't be inconsistent.
The inconsistent. That's a big thing.
Is that a part of keeping your word?
You already know how I feel about your word.
I know, but that's a part of consistency. I feel like.
Right.
So
that's two things. If that answers your question, definitely you want to be dependable too. So, but that goes back to keeping your word. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I think that's all in one family. But lie and inconsistent.
Yeah.
It says see more.
Watch that. You don't want to hit that
and no backbone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep, I'm with you on that one.
It makes a woman feel secure.
When a guy's consistent, you don't lie. Yeah. Yeah, showing consistency.
It reminds me of.
Oh, okay, right. That answers your question, Kyle. That's it. Because consistency definitely shows that you're interested.
What's up, sis?
Ambulance. Hey, James.
All right, so no, a lot of people don't know what love is. So how can you love if you don't know what love is? I think everyone has their own definition.
Everyone has their own definition of love. It's all about
what you... I get this from you, though.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
I'm just getting it from you. Mm-hmm. But, I think that goes a part of what you were taught, so what you know. And I feel like everyone's definition of love is not going to be the same, but you have to find what definition works for you. Mm-hmm. It's like put into a sentence, a new word into a sentence. You got to put it in there of how you're going to understand it and how it's going to work for you, right?
Yep. Because it's like it's all based upon what we were shown with love. I could be loving you at my fullest, and to you it doesn't feel like that.
But I think it's also you have to be open to learning new ways to love. So if someone says, okay, I know you love me, but I just don't like when you do this. Right. You have to be open to changing that.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
So you know what love is. You just know it as your own.
You know it as your own definition. Definitely. You can't make someone...
That was not another... She's a settle.
Yeah.
In our relationship.
I refuse to settle. I want more out of life. Yeah. Yeah, you can't compromise your life, because that's you still have your own journey, even as a couple.
Because at the end of the day, though, so you'll be with this person that you're so comfortable with, and then you'll be miserable on the inside and not really happy because you settle, and that's going to build resentment in your relationships. That's never going to work if you settle.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to do that. Because at the end of the day, not to mention, it wasn't lined up for you two to be together. It's not what was meant for anyway. So you'll find it. You'll be able to, be happy and do the things you're passionate about. That's what life is about, Because at the end of the day, you both have your own journey. So you basically combine the journey when you end up having a relationship or a marriage. Mm-hmm. So it has to be able to sync. If it doesn't line up, then that's it.
So are you loving with conditions, or are you loving unconditionally?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Must have it. Which one?
He said, so are you loving with conditions, or are you loving unconditionally?
Love is definitely have to be unconditional. You can't do conditional love.
You can love unconditionally
change.
And not be together. Bianca said. That's true.
And not be together. But when you're together...
To love someone. I mean, you have to be with somebody to love them.
That's true. It's all about... I'm telling you right now, I feel like the biggest thing is getting to know yourself.
I agree.
I promise you. It's like, once you learn yourself more, it's like you'll be able to...
because you know what you want, and you know what you're not going to settle for. And then you won't find yourself in positions where you...
Yep.
Might end up settling just to be with somebody.
Yeah, and knowing the real definition.
There is really one definition of love. God has defined it. People have to be on His page before they express it with someone else.
Well, of course, God is love. That's what we say as far as being in alignment. It's all about God's will anyway. So that's what I mean for you. It's like as far as that's not if it's not working, it's not what He put together for you. You don't have to compromise your life and what your journey is to be in a relationship. It's not working. That's about God's love. So But we are still each individual. We're individuals. We love differently.
Yeah.
You know, so it still have a different definition because we are different people. And we're raised on something different. We're taught to love differently. So everybody's definition is different.
And we're all put around each other to show each other something different.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people love with conditions, and that's how a lot of people relationship fails.
Yeah. It's a lot of times it is a conditional thing. A lot of people just do it because I think the most, the one thing that people do a lot is stay in relationships because they're comfortable and they don't want to, change. So I just stay. And because also, too, I think a lot, too, it's about what everyone else thinks. So people find themselves unhappy because the picture is perfect. The picture looks good. It looks good in public. People think that it's nice. And you get behind closed doors and they don't even speak. Yeah. They don't even talk. It's all about that. So it's like, worried about what other people think in a conditional love.
You can love someone to be with them, but you also have to be in love with them to be happy with them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can express your love differently, but love is love.
Yeah. But you got to be able to accept. You have to be able to accept that person's definition of love.
That's what I just said.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, you have to be able to accept and be open to other people's definition of love, because then you'll be hurt thinking that somebody don't love you. Right. You're not open to accepting their love.
And it's like, I love you.
You only understand it one way. Because they do love you. You just don't know it because you're not open. Mm-hmm. And that leaves you hurt at the end of the day. So just open up your mind. Got
to be open-minded. And everybody is not going to be able to be what your definition is and the way you express it. It's not.
It's all going to be different.
It's about that, and that goes back to the word acceptance. Accepting people for the differences and accepting, you have to be able to accept that person, everything about them. And that goes to their form of love, too. So you really need to know people. You really need to know them. Get to know them. So.
You are allowed to have conditions as preferences when you're choosing the person you will spend your life with. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're already married, too late, boo.
That's true.
But yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's the big thing, and people don't really take into account that all of those things are important. Like getting involved and wanting to be married and doing all those things so soon, you really got to pay attention.
Because so if you're married under your union, you're married under a guy, you're doing this for better, for worse, and whatever they say, all of that. But you also have to, because, all right, so granted, life, we all change, we all grow, and if you're married, you're going to be growing with this person, but you also, everybody all changes and they all grow, they go separate directions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, what if I'm married to a person and we get, so old and, we realize that we grew apart, kind of? Is that possible? I feel like it's your journey. I mean, you guys are on a journey together, but you're still individuals, so it's
I mean, I hate to... Reality is that's why it has to be what God put for you, because He already knows where you'll be in 60 years, and He knows where He'll be. So that's it. And it's it sounds like a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I'm sorry, that's just where it is. And I mean, it's easier said than done, obviously, because we want to take matters into our own hand and find who we think would be, best for us. But yeah. That's how because life is a journey for each person. I'm growing, you're growing. Just because we get married, if I marry someone, that doesn't mean his journey stops. He's growing, I'm growing, and we're growing at the same time together. So it has to be in sync. Right. We have to be able to be in alignment, or it's just it won't work. It won't work. So that back to acceptance and